So I
Yeah.
apologize if it came off as that I'm not excited about this. I'm still excited. I'm just going to be doing some wardrobe changes.
If you thought Taylor Swift was going to moonwalk her way out of the "it ends with a circus unscathed," think again, because now the glittering, snake-ridden labyrinth that is her life has sucked in none other than Daddy Swift himself. Yes, Scott Swift, usually seen smiling awkwardly backstage at Eras Tour shows and probably managing his daughter's 401k, has apparently traded in his dad hat for something a little shadier, the role of an informant. Insiders are now whispering that Scott was the mysterious person very closely linked to Taylor who snitched to Justin Baldoni's team about Blake Lively's alleged threats. Those threats? Oh, just casual blackmail involving private texts between Blake and Taylor, texts that could, if leaked, add a whole new flavor to the already soured friendship stew simmering between the two blonde besties. According to sources, Blake allegedly told Taylor to back her publicly or watch those messages hit the light of day. And Scott? He wasn't having it. He supposedly walked right into Baldoni's legal camp with receipts, on the condition that they back off his daughter. Swift-style damage control, but from the father this time. Of course, now everyone's wondering what kind of private exchanges might make a man sacrifice his daughter's girl squad for her protection. Did Blake threaten to expose embarrassing emojis, screenshot fights about who gets top billing in Instagram birthday posts, or something darker? Career moves, legal digs, or secrets baked under layers of pastel friendship bracelets. Regardless, the outcome is as messy as expected. The subpoena for Taylor? Gone. A judge called Blake's alleged extortion improper and irrelevant, which in legalese basically means what the hell is going on here? But the damage is done. Sources say the once sacred Swift-Lively bond is strained, if not hanging by a designer thread. And Scott, bless his fiscally responsible heart, might have just pulled the ultimate dad move, saving his daughter by torching their friendship. And just like that, the snake pit deepens, because who comes slithering in with a cake knife disguised as a Deadpool balloon? None other than Kim Kardashian, in head-to-toe black, flanked by Offspring and Deadpool-themed decorations, making Psalm's 6th birthday party look more like a cursed Marvel crossover than a kids' event. But it's not the cake that's causing indigestion. It's the barely veiled support she throws toward Taylor Swift's estranged besties, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, smack in the middle of a legal brawl and social fallout. Insiders swear Kim knew exactly what she was doing. She didn't just rent any activity center. She curated an Instagram museum of passive-aggressive intent, custom cakes, black and red outfits, and oh-so strategically placed photos with Blake's husband's face all over the decor. Taylor's inner circle is apparently seeing red, but not the party kind. That Blake cameo in Deadpool and Wolverine? Kim practically framed it in gold and handed it to the algorithm while sipping her skinny latte and whispering happy birthday through a smile sharpened like a switchblade. Sources say Swift, already fuming over Blake's legal theatrics, saw Kim's post as not an innocent party content, but as a surgical PR move. After all, nothing says team enemy like siding with the ex-friends who might be dangling legal rope around your reputation, especially when one of them used to be your chosen family and the other starred in your fan-fueled fantasy friendship. And let's not pretend Kim isn't still nursing a grudge from the snake-pocalypse of 2016. Her emoji game that day practically wrote a chapter in Swift's Reputation album. Behind the birthday streamers and Mother of the Year glow, there's strategy. Calculated, ruthless, and served on a dessert table. Every like, every repost, even Chloe's sugary comment is seen by some as part of a coordinated digital side-eye. And while that sugary Deadpool diversion is still curdling in the fandom's collective gut, here comes a plot twist straight from the vault of bad karma. Taylor Swift might finally get a shot at reclaiming her musical soul, the masters of her first 6 albums, after years of very public industry betrayal and private rage dancing in $800 slippers. But of course, nothing in Swift's universe comes without a sinister footnote, because guess who's allegedly holding the flashlight as she tiptoes toward her crown jewels? Scooter Braun. Yes, that Scooter. Agent of chaos, friendly neighborhood music mogul turned villain in a cashmere hoodie. Insiders are whispering that Shamrock Capital, the current guardians of Taylor's stolen lullabies, are warming up to the idea of selling her recordings back. And the person nudging them toward that glimmering apple tree of reconciliation? Scooter himself. Either he's trying to buy a redemption arc, or just wants to watch the fandom implode from the inside. Because let's be real, helping Taylor now is like lighting a scented candle in a house you once torched. The gesture smells nice, but the damage is still charred into the drywall. Scooter, once the man who allegedly tag-teamed with Kanye and Kim to publicly humiliate Taylor, is now suddenly the voice of reason? Sources find it suspiciously poetic, like Dracula offering to drive the garlic delivery van. He made a profit flipping her art into an investment firm, and now, years later, he's apparently lobbying for her to get it back? Either he's haunted by the echoes of teenage lyrics he'll never understand, or he's playing chess on a scorched board only he can see. Meanwhile, Swift's camp isn't exactly cartwheeling into celebration. After all, the very same man who turned her discography into a collector's item for corporate suits is now claiming to be the unlikely facilitator of her artistic resurrection. If there's a catch, and there always is, insiders say it's probably hidden in legal fine print with more traps than a Saw movie. While Scooter Braun may be playing moral chiropractor in one room, Travis Kelce's mom is busy pressing the Instagram like button like it's a trigger for destiny. Donna Kelce doesn't just approve, she's delighted, apparently, by Taylor and Travis's Florida escapade. They're spotted cozying up at Harry's in West Palm Beach, the kind of place where cocktails cost more than your last therapy session. And Donna? She's double-tapping fan posts like she's officiating the union herself. This isn't a random act of scrolling, it's calculated maternal endorsement, softly lit and ominously supportive. Because when the mother starts liking your paparazzi dates, it either means you're family or you're about to be fed to the wolves in a satin-lined gift box. Sources say Donna had already warmed up to Taylor over Mother's Day dinner alongside her other genetically blessed son Jason and his wife. A garden restaurant, Philadelphia air thick with spring and secrets, and a 72-year-old matriarch who's quietly staging a PR baptism. Taylor's presence at games, Met Gala throwback tributes, charm bracelets glinting with album lore, it all paints the picture of a woman who isn't just winning over a man, but being inducted into a bloodline. And Donna's not alone. Apparently Andrea Swift's been lurking in Chiefs gear, slipping into stadiums like a football mom possessed. In my Chiefs era, the shirt says. Cute. Chilling. It's like Meet the Parents, but everyone's rich, famous, and armed with a rabid fan base. And while Donna's fingers are busy consecrating Instagram posts like digital rosary beads, Travis Kelce is spiraling into a full-blown rom-com meltdown with a Super Bowl budget. Word in the whispering shadows is that he's planning to propose to Taylor, and not just propose, but stage an unforgettable, cinematic, borderline mythical event that makes every past love story look like an after-school special. Apparently, Travis has entered the manic phase of proposal planning, where one moment he's sketching ring designs with jewelers like he's Leonardo da Vinci of bling, and the next, he's having mild existential crises over tie patterns and drone angles. Insiders say he wants it to feel like a fairy tale but not cliché, intimate but still flashy enough to keep the Swifties from launching a coup. No pressure, just the eyes of the entire planet blinking in sync with his every move. Despite not being seen together since March, sources assure that their relationship is solid. So solid, in fact, that Kelce has now entered the sacred circle of friends who know everything and won't say a word but will definitely smirk too much at brunch. These confidants, sworn to secrecy, have allegedly been nudging Taylor with breadcrumbs of suspense, like mischievous elves paving the path to matrimony. Travis, meanwhile, is said to be losing sleep over the logistics. Timing, location, wardrobe, it's a carousel of chaos spinning in his brain. He wants this to outshine every romantic chapter in Taylor's heavily soundtracked past. This isn't just about love, it's about legacy, about being the man who finally outwrote Love Story. And while he's out there trying to orchestrate perfection, you can almost hear the ghost of every ex-boyfriend quietly sobbing into their Met Gala flashbacks. Travis is ready to propose. He's just one stress migraine away from scripting an engagement that might involve fireworks, falcons, or the ghost of Shakespeare himself. All that's missing is the moment, and perhaps a divine sign that tells him which velvet box screams forever instead of fan fiction. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.